Hey guys, what's going on? I know this is pretty rare. Hopefully I ended up actually posting and rendering and editing these two videos together, even though it's a pretty easy editing process because you're just normal commentaries. You'd be surprised how lazy I can get, especially with work, because I just come home and I don't even turn on my computer till like 8 o'clock. But this video is more of a personal commentary. This isn't more or less me trying to help you. This isn't me talking about something. This is me talking about myself. And honestly, it's talking about change. Because I have changed so much. I was going through some old videos, just like I said in the last one, and I can't believe how much I've changed in just a year. Especially like when I see some of the face videos. I don't post that many face videos, like as many vlogs as I want to. I have a really expensive camera. I have an awesome camera. I have two of them actually, the Canon NX3300 and the Canon Rebel T5i, whatever it is. Really nice cameras, and I have a shotgun mic and everything, but I don't vlog with them, and I don't know why. I just don't. I guess vlogging's not really my style. I more bought them for like movie making and robotics videos. But I was going through, and I kind of just realized how different I look. It was mainly my summer goals video of 2018 this year, and I looked at my scary night at Jugs' house, kind of just making a fun little video because the power surge. We were generally freaked out, but I was like, I think that was summer going into sophomore year, so like we were still pretty young, like 14, 15 years old. So, you know, of course, I kind of freak you out a little bit. So, I just kind of like would really like pretty much just to juice myself up in this whole commentary, because I can tell I've lost a lot of weight. But trust me, this will have a meaning to it. Just hang with me. I lost a lot of weight. My sophomore year, the fall sophomore year, I weighed 340 pounds. I'm now finally down to 293. Now that's still big. I'm still a big mofo, but that's a hell of a lot lighter than 340. But my issue was I could be a lot lighter, could be a lot better looking, but I totally was going hard in the paint at the gym, and then I just stopped. I don't know why, I just did. School's something, like I had to skip a day for homework and work, and then I never went back. And of course my job I got at the grocery store was horrible, because it was like 4, you get home at like 3:50, and then I had to be there at 4, and it was 4 to 8, and then it was usually 9:30, because, you know, they make you clean the whole store. And I'm not going to go into that. That place was horrible to work at. I might do a horror story video one day, but, new job I got, you know, I work till 5, so it's just been a lot more relaxed. Definitely I have had a lot less stress removed off of me, schooling wise and work, because my hard classes last year were paired with that job. Now this job's pretty easy, and then, you know, it doesn't pay as much during the school year because I only work till 5, which sucks. But other than that, it's pretty legit, and it pays me a lot this summer. I made a lot of money this summer. I'm very happy. Didn't make enough to buy that charger, but made enough to where I could start looking, which is a good feeling. And basically, I'm telling you guys this because I finally realize that it's possible to do what you want. You just have to have a hard mind and a good will. The biggest thing that with money, with me, now I hate talking about money, because I know I'm one of, like, compared to all my friends, except for like 1 or 2 of them, I'm filthy rich because I save my money, and I've saved my money, and I make quite a bit. I make overtime. I get about 84 hours a week, and then there was a long time, I think every week in June, I was getting about 100-hour paychecks. I mean, I didn't mean I might work 84 hours a week. That's ridiculous. It's 84 hours of each paycheck. So about 40, 45 hours a week. That's, you know, it's still a lot, but no, not 80. You guys know what I mean. So, you know, I just got paid a lot, and I just stopped spending money. Now, my biggest thing was that I realized I keep buying stuff because I'm not saving for something. Now, that's my personal quirk. I've always been good at saving money, but it's always been if I'm saving for something. My issue is that if I'm not saving for something, I will just spend money like it's no object. But it is an object. I need to save up because I have to pay for my schooling. You know, my dad sat me down one day, and he's been pretty blunt. He said, we just don't make enough money. Well, we didn't make enough money at the time, early enough, to where if we set aside a college fund, now it would be pointless. Like, you just wouldn't be enough. You know, of course, money's money. Every little bit counts. But he's like, it's just not enough. We're going to have to apply for the FAFSA and all this different stuff. Scholarships, apply for all of them you can. You know, we're just going to have to go that route. You know, that's alright. I'm alright with coming out with a little bit of student loans, especially if my career path works out, because I'll be making a lot of money. Cybersecurity, baby. If you guys are looking into job careers and you like computers, cybersecurity, baby. That's going to be a good field. But I was just sitting there thinking, and I got my bank statement in, and I thought, because I don't have that much anymore, I will tell you guys, I don't like to tell you guys how much money I have. By that time, I was like, you know, I should have about 1,500 bucks. You know, I was doing a lot of mental math. My bank doesn't do online banking, so I couldn't, like, check my phone to tell you exactly what I had. Because my bank's stupid. And, I was like, huh, I about should have about 1,500 bucks, you know, just doing rough mental calculations. And then I got the bank statement in, and I had about $600. Now, that's not to say I'm broke. I can still put gas in the truck, and still go do things I want. But when you expect so much more, I mean, that's almost $1,000 difference. When you expect so much more, you just don't, you know, it hits you hard. And I kind of realized, I'm like, well, there's no way. I should have way more money than that. And something wrong. And I, you know, I look at the bank statement, like, oh, this is $10 spent on lunch, like, every day for 2 weeks. That's $100 right there. I looked at Amazon. Oh, I spent $50 there, and you know, and then about $50 on PlayStation for something or whatever. That's $100 right there. You know, I just kind of went through the bank. I'm like, wow, I really did spend that much money. I did have that at one point. I really did have 1,500 bucks. I was right in my calculations, but I didn't take into the fact that I was spending as much money as I was. So now I'm finally saving up, and I realized that my problem was that if I'm not saving for something, I don't save. So I finally trained myself to where I can just save it as save now. So that's one big thing I got over. The other thing is that I finally got back to the gym. Now, I was a little reluctant to get into the gym this year for the summer because of the job I work. I know in my last video I talked about it, which was a long time ago. I said it was a desk job, it was a computer job, but basically, I'm not going to go into it, but I pretty much got kicked out of that crew, even though I was one of the originals. It was the girl that got me hired, and me. And her boyfriend got hired, and they basically both kicked me out. I don't know how much of it was her, because me and her are like best friends, but that's besides the point. I work more outside, like when it was 102 degrees outside, I was outside in our tent, sweating my ass off, moving rails, you know, doing work. I put in the hard day's work, and honestly, I've lost a lot of weight just doing work. But now I'm going to the gym again. I got a gym partner, going to the gym again. Sometimes he flakes on me a little bit, but I still go at least 30 minutes of cardio. I'll do if I can't get a lifting buddy, but otherwise I spend like 2 hours at the gym Monday through Friday. You know, I really like to have my weekends, but you know, I'll go like Sunday night maybe. So I've been losing a lot of weight again, and that feels good, honestly. And a girl I work with, Megan, told me, it's like, yeah, you can tell you're losing a lot of weight. And another thing that made me feel really good is, like, you're not a bad looking dude, which made me feel really good, because I've always felt like I'm just a piece of shit. As big as I am, and as much as I've been made fun of in my life, by people in person, never online, for some reason. Never online, unless it was like an Xbox thing, like, oh, you fat fuck. You know, that's just what people do on Xbox Live. I've never been made fun of online. It's just weird. But always in person. It's always just made me feel real shitty. But the thing is, when, you know, she said that to me, I kind of realized no one's really said that for a long time since I've been going to the gym again. Or since I started going to the gym and I lost those 40 pounds about sophomore year. No one said that anymore. So it made me feel pretty good about myself. So the whole moral of this is that it's possible. It's possible for you guys to be able to change. You know, I think I just realized something. This is my follow-up video to my summer goals. Like, I literally just put this in my head. If I recall correctly, my summer goals was to save money for a charger, lose some weight, and just have a good time. Not going to focus on YouTube too much, because that always stressed me out for no reason. You know, I for the past like 2-3 years, I've only had like 150 subs during the summer. Most of the time just 60 actually. But it always stressed me out for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why I let it. I feel stupid about it. But I just didn't let it stress me. You know, honestly, if I didn't want to make a video, I didn't worry about pumping out a video. You know, I went through some streaks like that Ori and the Blind Forest Let's Play. I wanted to finish that, and I still haven't even beat the game. I haven't played it since. But I was playing it, but I wiped my computer, and I had to get back on it, and Steam Cloud didn't sync, so it didn't bring over my progress. And I think I'm finally to the point where I got it, and I'm probably just going to live stream it a Saturday or Sunday day, one of these days coming up. and that'll be, you know, I'll continue it. But like, I just haven't been too concerned about it, which has been nice. And it's just, I guess I'm trying to think, because this is more just a free ball commentary. I know you guys don't really like these that much, but sometimes I just need to talk. Like a little radio show, like a podcast. I want to bring back the podcasts again. I might do a solo podcast. I might do, you know, a podcast with some buddies. But I want to bring back a podcast. But it's just been a good day, good summer. I guess that's what it's kind of wrapping up into. I don't feel like I wasted it. I've always, for these past few years, I've just felt like I've wasted my summer because I've been inside, not making videos, playing Call of Duty, not even playing with friends that much because my friends, you know, like the one guy I play with all the time, Thomas, was always in Jersey. You know, this year he didn't even go, but, you know, I work a full-time job Monday through Friday. And on the weekends, that's when he always works because he works the normal, like, teenager job, which is when a lot of people put you on for shift. But tomorrow I'm kind of having the last hurrah. Going to have a couple friends over, have a little bonfire, have a little bond sesh, you know, kind of catch up over the summer because we haven't really hung out at all. I think I've had about 4 friends over in total this year. One of them's been the most is Michael. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys heard me mention Michael a lot, and he's been around for a while on the channel. So mainly the old one, but you know, he's been over the most out of everybody, and he's not like he's hung out too long. It's just kind of like random things he's come over for, like when I built my little brother's computer, when we did something with my computer, all this different stuff. But you know what? I kind of realized the thing that sucks about growing up is that you lose a lot of time to hang out with your buds. And that's why I made the video the other week. Or not the other week. It was actually a little while ago now. The Don't Waste Time. Because that's what this is going to start morphing into. Because I realized so much that, like, 2 years ago, like last year, I could have spent so much time hanging out with my friends. I had my license. I didn't have a car. That was the one thing that kind of held me back. Was because I didn't have a car. I had to wait for my parents to get home from their work and then convince them to let me have the car. So, didn't have a car, didn't have the stuff. But I could have asked for one of my friends that did have a car to come pick me up, but I just didn't. I don't know why. I was talking to one of my friends. She was sitting there telling me, it's like, yeah, I'm starting to just become a home bug. And I stopped her. I'm like, hey, don't do that. Honestly, don't do that. It's horrible. You'll feel miserable. You'll feel like you wasted time. And that's what I'm getting at with this video. The summer goals follow-up. That's what we're just going to call it now. I don't feel like I wasted my time this summer, and I love that. I love the feeling that I was productive with myself. I think this is the very first summer goals video I almost completed. Before, they've always been YouTube goals, you know, of course, you know, set really high. I've always been like, oh, reach 1,000 subscribers, and then, you know, reach 100,000, which is something, you know, is still possible, still a likely candidate to happen, but I just don't think it will really happen. So
I remember this one.
it just feels so good. I can't get over it. And so I encourage you guys to take a moment and sit back and ask yourself, were you productive enough? Were you, are you satisfied with your summer? And if you're not, obviously it's too late now. Summer's pretty much over. Summer vacation, everybody's going back to school. Summer vacation's pretty much over.
Pretty much.
But if you're not satisfied with it, now's the time to make a change for the better. Because if you start, it takes 7 days to make a habit. I got about 7 days till school starts. So I'm going to make the habit of going to the gym every night. And, get this study in motion. Read a book or something. But all in all, I'm pretty satisfied. I'm not have to do that stuff, but I will. I will prepare for the school year better than I have any other year, because this is my senior year. I'm going to get into it. Then I'm going to, as soon as like August hits of next year, I'm going to be living in Des Moines, going to Des Moines Community College, and then Iowa State. So I'm going to be like 3-4 hours away from home. I'm ready for this. I'm going to put in my work this year, but I do feel I did something right. Yeah. Alright guys, hope you all have a good one. I'll finally stop this long-winded commentary. Have a good one, guys.